like that.
Notice that.
So with this particular mindfulness activity, what we're going to do is we've all got our hot liquid. We're going to actually use a couple of different senses to do this mindfulness activity. And this is something that you guys can do anytime, anywhere. You're at a holiday party, you've got everybody at your house for Christmas, you're in the car and the traffic is stressing you out. You are at the Target and the people there are pushing and shoving, and you can go to Starbucks and get yourself a nice coffee or something like that. This is something that you can really bring with you that can be really soothing. So I'm going to walk us through just how to use a couple of different senses to do the soothing. I'll ring 3 times to get us started, and then I'll just kind of walk us through. So the first thing I want you to do is just notice how the cup feels in your hand. You may notice that there's some warmth. You may even get a sense of comfort from the warmth as you hold the cup in your hand. And just feel that. In fact, you can even, if you want, kind of take your face closer to it and notice as the warmth comes off and just comes against your nose, comes against your mouth. And just notice the comforting feeling that you get from this warm cup in your hand. Now I want you to go ahead and bring the cup to your nose and just smell. Just observe the smell of the liquid in your cup. Inhale it deeply. You might notice that there's more than one scent. If you're having apple cider, you may notice the smell of apple, but there may actually be the smell of cinnamon or other spices that you may smell. If you've got tea, you may notice a couple of different flavors or spices within the tea. And just kind of try and notice if you can pick out those different scents. And just notice as it soothes your senses. Smell is something that can be a really soothing thing, especially when you smell something pleasant. It can bring relaxation to your body. So just notice as the scent is relaxing your body. Now go ahead and take a drink. Take a sip. Resist the urge to swallow too quickly. Allow the liquid to kind of sit in your mouth and see if you can notice the different flavors. Notice as it starts out warm and maybe it cools off a little bit in your mouth. Maybe as you move it around on your tongue, you may actually notice that it tastes different at different places of your tongue. You may even take your tongue to the roof of your mouth and kind of slowly bring it down and notice that there are some different flavors that you get. Just notice the pleasantness of the warm liquid as it goes down your throat. Notice the sensation. Notice the flavors. So the next one we're going to do is I actually have some candies because nothing says soothing during the holidays like some nice sweets. So we have a couple of different things, and you can choose which one you want.
I basically just call one thing that I'm talking on as I'm doing this, and really comes to tie into mindfulness and what we're trying to achieve.
But don't eat it yet.
As I was looking down, I catch the reflection of the light in my tea. When I shake, disturb, add chaos, conflict to my tea, the reflection becomes distorted. The world becomes distorted. The world becomes chaotic. And as my tea rests and the tea becomes calm, and the water becomes calm, the reflection becomes calm and stable. Something to bring back into and tie into our lives. And all this mindfulness does is doing exactly that. Your mind is the water.
I love that analogy. I used to use that in a relaxation thing. I called it still in the lake. And one other subtle tweak on the imagery is that when the lake becomes clear, it reflects more perfectly the clouds and the but also it lets you see more clearly with the reeds and the fish and the rocks, so that there's a better flow of information, asking questions or receiving information that something that you're struggling with, it kind of puts you in that place.
That was a great observation.
Yeah, I love that.
So the next one, you're going to just unwrap your candy. And the first thing you're going to do, and I'm going to ring the bell 3 times and get us started, is first I just want you to observe the wrapper. Look at the wrapper, notice it, observe the colors, observe the words, observe that there may be some different things on the wrapper, and just really take a look at this wrapper and just notice it. So now go ahead and bring the candy to your nose and just inhale the scent. Allow the comfort of the chocolate to just relax your whole body. And when you're ready, go ahead and put the chocolate in your mouth. Resist the urge to bite into it. Do not bite into it. Just allow the chocolate to sit on your tongue, maybe move it around to different parts of your mouth. And just allow, notice as the texture changes, notice that as the temperature might change, and just allow yourself to observe this chocolate as it sits in your mouth. Okay, you can go ahead and chew your chocolate. What were some of the things that you noticed?
The melting, the longer I held it.
Into the chocolate. And it brought a smile on my face before I even ate the chocolate or smelled it. And I was like, whoa.
Now you're in Hawaii in a grass skirt with my tie and a pork at the barbecue.
What were some other things that you noticed?
Yeah.
The smell, just the smell of the chocolate was so relaxing, but it also, as you're smelling it, you notice your mouth start to water a little bit in kind of anticipation. Yeah. So these are things, once again, during the holiday season that you can take with you just using your senses to notice and observe things that bring you joy and pleasure and things that bring you comfort. So if you're experiencing some stress or some anxiety, you can just do one of these practices and allow yourself to just comfort yourself in the moment.
Another point to dovetail on there, it's like one effective strategy that I've used in, I can probably call it a meditative process, a hypnotic meditative process. One time I was with a guy that was in withdrawal. So he was in a lot of physiological, psychological pain. And what I helped him do in this kind of guided, visual, sensory-based meditative practice was engage in as many pleasant senses as possible. And like I said, I've never seen anybody in that much pain except for my wife when she was in labor with our first child, a guy with a couple of gunshots in his chest. So he was in a significant amount of physiological pain, stress, and it just kind of put him to sleep. So if you're noticing kind of a heavy level of psychological, emotional, physiological pain or tension from these surroundings, if you go into these things with these level of senses, everything that Cindy's kind of sharing right now, with these sense-based things, engage as many pleasant ones as you can possible and engage, and it'll disconnect from a lot of those.
Everybody's at your house. They're arguing, kids are loud, they're screaming. Go sit by the Christmas tree with your nice cup of cocoa and a little piece of chocolate and just sit and just, watch the lights and enjoy the chocolate, allow the warmth to comfort you, and just give yourself a few-minute break to recharge and soothe.
What's that bubble bath commercial? Calgon?
You'll have to watch.